Abusia yema mu nyina akwa aba Embra Attention TV se braso sana watwimu ensem bi atwa gu ye ne yerebe som kase kwan so na kase ye ensem a wobeti ebini se omampani na adoda nkwa akufu ado e de chopa ma Ghana fo nyina ne titiru ene ensentwefo se ye kasa bia ya ye ka no ye nhwe ne yie saa enso na senate for de abeto monten so se bosome a ye ba besi mu September mu wo mo be pepade bi e de afiri wo mo akatu ankrata mu ye be call special prosecutor for fra ye yi no akache wono nso se wono ebe ye na adwuma me hye obi ase esanse ye tu no se wo mra me ye adwuma na emom nya so me hwehwere mu bia ensem bi kan nsem we hu ena ya boaboa no se Attention News kase a oba panya kwa me de eba beso ma fejibre na hwe kase ni mu nsem bi ma ema me Ghana mampani na adoda nkwa akufu ado akache ensentwefo nyina se yenhwe ya no kasa yie ni titiru se ba no amanyosemu esan se empen bebre na ensentwefo ye kasa bi a ye ka no etimi kofa basabasa ye e de ba oman yi mu ni titiru se ohwe abibre mu ni ama ahodo bi so a ensentwefo bi kasa omo kan ye ene nam so ema entokwa e ba ye ema nipa bebre na wu ye nyapade bebre na so ene hwehwe ye ni titiru de wo kan se Rwanda na anu ya si ye nyina ye ni mu nsem dada wade saa ensem we to dwa na ya bra ye nananu muslimifo wo mu edi o musala o mu kohia mu e wo kanda wo ma so dan foforo kese ye si e de amome ho e no mampani di sansem we nyina etu
Jama, I pledge my support for the continuous development of Zongo communities. In the last 4 years, the Zongo Development Ministry and Fund have done considerable work in many Zongo communities across the country. Many of the projects the fund has undertaken are being commissioned across the length and breadth of the country. A few days ago, I unveiled a modern AstroTurf football pitch constructed by the Fund for the People of Salaga in the Savannah region as part of my tour of that region. I want to register my gratitude to the former Minister for Inner City and Zongo Development, Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, now the Chief Executive Officer of the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, for the zeal and commitment with which he tackled the Zongo development agenda. I am confident that under the new coordinator of the Zongo development agenda, the Honorable Ben Abdallah Banda, former Member of Parliament for Offensa South, we shall see equally rapid progress in development in our Zongo communities. I call on all youth in Zongo communities to take advantage of these development initiatives, to develop their talents and thereby contribute to the development of our country. Zongo residents have a proud history of great contribution to the development of our country, and I urge you to follow in the footsteps of your forebears. We in the MPP promised Zongo youth in the run-up to the 2016 election that we will not allow Zongo communities to return into storehouses for recruiting young people for violent purposes. We have lived up to that promise because we see Zongo communities as communities of great potential and talent, which can be harnessed for the development of Zongo communities and the entire country. Before I take my seat, National Chief Imam, Ulama, let me state that I am a firm supporter of free speech. The government I lead is also a firm supporter of free speech, amply evidenced by the atmosphere of free speech prevailing in the country. However, we must all bear in mind that words can be as incendiary as guns. The Bible tells us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. All it took was the muttering of words by some irresponsible journalists and amplified by the power of radio to ignite the tragic genocide in Rwanda. It is important for all of us to recognize There's only one country we call home, and that is Ghana. We must protect our way of life in the words of the National Pledge, with all our strength and with all our hearts. With Ghana, we currently possess, which is the envy of many in the continent and in the world. National Chief Imam, Ulama, Jama'ah, I'm sure that I can continue to count on the support of the Muslim Ummah in Ghana for the development of Mother Ghana. Let us make merry and be happy this day, but let us celebrate in moderation. We need one another. Allah.
SSNIT Social Security and Insurance Trust womo de se uye adwuma na udin wo mokrata mu nko wo hwe se bosumi bia no kakra wa wanya no beti bia to se de be akwa ahomegye mu a wo betimi e de etua ka ne no wo de abeto mountain so na wo atwi mu se September bosumi a ye besi mu ne da edikan no wo ebe popa enipa be empim dumiensa bidin e de afiri wo makatua nkrata mu na wo si enipa no womo ye omo makọ ma homegye mu a womo fie no efri aduaso mienu eko ni nyina ene se SSNIT se enkrata bia na nka so mo be renew na yade a omo eme renew ye ena fe nso womo gidi kra se edin ni bebre wo kwa womo ananka womo kwa homegye mu omo gisika no yade a womo nka ate asefon biem nanso enipa boni bi afa kwati kwan so gi sa sika ni nyina e di free SSNIT wo bosomi bia enti womo wa be popa sa edin ni nyina na womo asan ache mu se sedin no womo popa na eno ncha se so nya no wote ase a wontimi ensan maso biem sa wote ase na wabodin krata no ena nko renew ye enti na wo mayi udin afiri mu a SSNIT office bi e ben wo no bomoden sa wode wo SSNIT nkrata abeko na emom kai sa wode wo Ghana card ya na na de ye wode beka ho na de akopie mu wo office na enhihye bi e wo ho no wo mo no aye Social Security and National Insurance Trust wo masade ne se bosumi bia no ban adwuma yeni ana akwankwa adwuma yeni wakati a yedi tua woka no se wudin ehye obasenko ade omo behwe ati kakra ede ato se de ebe ya daachi bi ukọ ahomegye mu a wakati a mtete de to ho no wobenya so mfaso bosumi bia no wo mo ebetua woka nti wo mo de aba mountain so se afiye mu September bosumi ni da edi kan no yade a wo mo bepopa enipa a wo mo dodo esombo empim dumiensa ede afiri wo mo abodin krata no sisan se sa nipa yade a wo mo ahomegye abodin krata a ye ka no pension certificate no be America krani wo mo renew ye anase wo mo mehye mu kena emesakra niema bi ewum na wo mo si enipa wo mo mfie no beye efiri enfie adioson mienu eko wo mo sa nipa ene ye bepepa wo mudin ede afiri abod ketua ekrata nim na SSNIT se wuni a wo ho beka no wo pesa wo sai ba wo mo akatua nkrata nim bi mu dia bomodin se wo bekọ SSNIT office bi e ben wo na se wo kọ a wo Ghana card no ya kai na faka enkrata ehuhia se wo de kọ no na wo mo nhwe no mo nsan fa ho ento su bim enya saa de a na chese wudin ye popa film na wo antu saa na mo na eno ano no enti woni subuo bia e de SSNIT esan se wo madikan e de aba mountain so de fa yen central force se yenka ema obia entibi yare kasia no bekọ akopie mu e wo 37 asrafo aya asabia 2015 ni mu ena eraba bia na ye friend Helena Brema nyameche ekọ awo so e wo 37 na awo ni mu no na waka kire midwife fo e wo ho se wono no se ye chima wo ne de wontimi nchim nwo enti be ya wo mu entwa no cesarean section de ye kan operation ye ma mu ha ni bi nanso no wo mu amfa asie anya oyo mo hye maami e ma ne chim ye na maami ya ne sa bre no anya emfie aduonu enso 27 years no emoja tu no e ma ne fa mu ehwe ne nkwe no ena na busia etabri nsem yi edikopie mu e wa Accra High Court adi nsem ni nyina awie ahye se eya 37 military hospital no wo mu entia 1 million Ghana cedis emfa empata nyameche busin pempi no na ma bi kwa wo so a wo mu ma esan se ayasa bi o mu kopie mu e wo ho no midwife fu ane nurse fu anu mu gina omo so no eye enema bi a enam so emo mo hwere wo mo nkwa na saa ne ye boni bi akoso e wo 37 abaya asabia ho ama enam so Accra High Court no ahye se 37 abaya asabia no entua sika 1 million Ghana cedis emfama era Helena Brema nyameche abusua ni nyina ene se afi 2015 nim ena era Helena awoka no enam so mani kopie mu 37 asrafo abaya asabia wo so wo kwa akọ okopie mu no wode to midwife ni anese fu ane wo hwanim se Say ya chema wo de wono no enya de obetimi achema wo nti no wo mo enya ne cesarean section e twa ne ti awaka ne CSEB na ontimi enya ne ba ensan enya ne nkwa na anesefo ne ka kire ne se wo mo nye esan se wo ahode obetimi de achem enti wonchem emfa ho abaya Helena na wanya emfinhia aduonu nson yi echem ya etimi ewo abofre nanso moja etu ne yie pa enam so ema ne hwe ne nkwa ne ba ne mpo no wote asede nanso ne hu baabi etochema enam de ekọọso ne nti abaya Helena brema abusua etamasemi edikopie mu Accra High Court na no fiti afi 2015 na abesi ne no afi na atemuafo atena nsem ne so nyina wie hu se 37 abaya asabia no womo anye de fata ne se enti womo entua empatasika 1 million Ghana cedis emfama Helena brema ya meche abusua emfam pata abusua chema na womo eyire no womo bai no eyade anu wo ye PhD suani ewo University of Ghana enso esan 37 asojafo abaya asabia niema boni a womo ye yenti nam so mo mahwe womo di shedia na esem patasike womo je ede pata womo kra na watwi mu anso no Ghana mampeni na adodankwa Akufo-Addo edifa ore efre ne Eugene Ahin wono ene director of communication ewo presidency what the finance so the krata ba mountain so say owura ne din ede James upon buadu a wono mprempren wono na ye IGP police sahene e wo mai mu no bosome Augusta ye besim ni da edikan won fa ne krata nyina engu ho na won fa emma owura ye friend George Akufo-Dampare no emrame IGP foforo kra e wo mai mu esan say enkrofo bebre na e na ye ka se se upon buadu e kona homigem no no amampeni no contract one ne sign na ye mfie mienu enti watie Ghana fo ano nsem esisa abrede ye papa James upon buadu onko na homigem na owura George Akufo-Dampare emra na mampeni na adodankwa Akufo-Addo ahye say owura upon buadu won fa na adwuma nyina emawie ye August bosumi a ye besim ni da edikan won fa enkrata ene ne na kade ne ne keka ho nyina onane emfama owura George Akufo-Dampare no emrame police sahene foforo kra ewo man mu de ka no poto kasa mu Inspector General of Police etwadeti awaka no IGPB na ekane bi no na Ghana ye IGP eye owura Asante Apietu eno achi ena James upon buanu so ebeso mu nene no omampani ahye sese de George Akufo-Dampare a COP ekanedin ho no womra na womeye police sahene foforo kra na adwuma a woba beye no womomode so obehwe ama police adwuma na gina benane se de be ya Ghana fo ya ho ban bonsem ebe konkan ni a enye o police ni mu bia so ma boni bia onhwe no ntu na se kura emfiri mu se de be ya keta ase hye proya adokura police fo ama obuo ni dia Ghana fo wo mo mabafom ni nyina no won popa saa ne amakankan ni nyina emfiri mu na Ghana police adwuma no womo enyi din foforo kra ebema enidie aba police adwuma ne ho special prosecutor foforo ye de sabre eye owura kisi ejaben na wotwe mu no okopie nipa ye wom se womo na womo entoto na no na entoto anu ni mu na ye bisa ne se yase wonam fofo ba ko ene ochire da ko Gabi a wono emra hye bedwane wo ye MPP ni na wo hwe mu a wakoye MPP ni e wadamfo ni die bia na wo be wo ba be ye de beboa NPP na eyanu mu no na owura kisi ajaben eyi wo ma no se enya de a wo ba be hye obi ase na fe krampo no special prosecutor dada watwa matia meduni e ma wo ye enya nu na oba beto aso na mum wono ba be ye ne de soronko kra enti no omanfo nyai se wo mo ede ne din e bata special prosecutor dada watwam eye owura matina midu na fe nso se na danfo ene Gabi ochire da kono Ghana fo nyai se ede ne din e bata omo ho no
so far as I situate myself spoiling in at 959 and its 4 corners and province, my independence is assured. If I go beyond it, then I'll be on my own predilections. But the act itself expresses it in so many words, and that should be enough.
Yes, Honorable Very done. Thank you. I would like us to look at section 71 of the Act, plea bargaining. How do you think this aspect of the law or the Act can be implemented
without the impression given out there, especially given your position, that this area can be compromised?
Now, which fortunately, there is an arcane provision in the Courts Act where the Attorney General is also given the power to plea bargain by some sorts. A person pleads guilty, he coughs up the money, disgorges himself of the unjust arrangement, and the state is happy to keep the money, enter a sentence of conviction against him, but he doesn't serve a prison sentence. It is not unique. We already have that practice instituted. And clearly, this is meant to put some money in the state covers. What good does it serve? For instance, if you just imprison someone who has hoarded millions for 10, 15 years, he comes back only to go for the money somewhere he stashed it. Better it is to recover that amount from him to make that activity costly. So, Honorable Chair, we already have a precedent in the Courts Act for this.
Yes, the last one is about...
This will be your fourth one.
No, third.
Third.
The last one is about the whole role of the board of OSP. Indeed, I have heard some board members making comments about investigations of OSP. Would you say that, given the role of the board, they should be allowed to make comments on investigations which are being made by the office? And what are the implications of that?
Honorable Chair, the board is not supposed to interfere with investigations and the conduct of criminal proceedings. The SP, the special prosecutor, of course, answers to the board. But the act itself clearly insulates the board from the investigation, conduct of criminal proceedings, and places it squarely in the province of the special prosecutor himself. So in that regard, the board should refrain from making comments and passing, let me say, judgment on ongoing investigations, because there is a high risk of a compromise. Leakage of information may arise, evidence tampering may arise, and it is in that wisdom that Parliament insulated the board specifically from initiation, investigation, and conduct of criminal proceedings.
Attention TV yekopie mu ewo kaso akakraba arehosem a ekoso ho ne se okrachi ni bia na efre ne Emmanuel Osaya na odi ne dwuma se posi ni enipa bonfo bi ekogbo ni tu odwun bosome a etwa mu ida na etoso aduenu 24 June ewo Jamestown abra na wo odi ne dwuma se wote bullion van no eye car esese sika ewo bank ahodo na otim se obo ban amasika na kwa kodu bebia ekwadwojo fofia nto ata akonferenfo akoto sheka yi so nam so metu kasa abrantie maneto nananom ewonsie do nene no Poise adwumakuo no aye sonko e de amakrachi e wakaso akakraba esan se ho e na nabusua ebo wo mo sese na Attention TV ekopie mu e waye na se Interior Minister Eyora Ambrose Dario we pie mu e wo hobi wono na besi omampani na mu na ne kasa mu no na wo kasa e wo mu se ne abai no e yare hosam de na so Ghana mampani na adodan kwa akufuado na ni eso adwuma eye police sadom no ene security agencies ahodo aka wo man mu nyina eye no enti na busua kan makomanto omyem na omo behwe se bibi ehia posifo no mde be mom se de be yo aye ban bo ho nsem ebe gina brane na wuwu a ekoso ino ebi ankoso biem eno achi no nso nyanya no district police commander ni din ade superintendent person afo enso ebe pie mu ewo hobi wo mu mienu anu di sama omo de tu dwane ebi nie
the late number 58449, General Constable Emmanuel Osei. And inadvertently, it has taken a center stage in our social fabric, spreading wickedness like wildfire. The innocent soul of our brother Emmanuel is crying to his maker to wipe his tears. With the resurrections, we assure you that God himself will wipe your tears. And God will wipe away every tears from their ears. There shall be no death, no sorrow, no crying. There shall be no more pain. For the former things have passed away. Revelations 21:14. The police administration and the entire nation grieves over your untimely demise. The pain is unbearable. A true colleague, a perfect definition of a gentleman, and a natural son of the vast.
On behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I wish to express our heartfelt condolences to the family of the deceased police officer and the civilian lady who regrettably lost their lives in the unfortunate incident of 14 June 2021. Constable Emmanuel Osei, who since 14 June 2021 has been promoted posthumously, is Lance Corporal Emmanuel Osei. He died a patriot. He died a professional. He died epitomizing the high standards of the Ghana Police Service that I have always recalled with pride. Yes, he's dead, but he's a hero. He joins the long list of heroes and heroines who have died in the police service. And we will continue to remember him. Ghanaians, I want to say this. Members of the security agencies are our friends. They are our friends. And I wish to put on record the acknowledgement, Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo, the President of Ghana. He wants me to extend his gratitude and appreciation to all members of the security agencies. And indeed, he body that lies in the casket here. Yes, we agree that just as has been said by the celebrants, when members of the security agencies make a mistake, they are dealt with according to their rules. But I want to make this passionate appeal to all, that when we fail to be friends to the security agencies, we condone the actions of criminals, and we make all of us subject to the insecurity in the country. President of the Republic of Ghana has, within his term, continued the support of security agencies, and in an unprecedented move in 2018, in the State of the Nation, he did allocate outside the budget 800 million cedi to support. The 7th Parliament supported him. And today, as I talk to you, yes, the retooling is going on. And I can assure you that in Parliament, the 8th Republic, we still continue to enjoy the support across the aisle to make sure that we make security agencies safer.
Ewansem krona mu no Attention TV ye ne Emmanuel abusuafo ene wo madofo num ebi ekasaye emo so e de ensem sei e na tudwafa Emmanuel ho.
Oh ye ne na nati wo madina zongo ne mama nti ye menua ye nyina na yete kosi se ne papa si dan wa ha na wo mo ba ha ye nka bi nhyem ye wo ha ye be hu ne ekoso se ye chitu no ama aye nyame dia ndi ye 1 week no say what did date ni she ne nti time na son ye na ye nyina ya ba efi madina ni ya ba na die on dia se dia nko nkasa se dia nko anya obi o ye basabasa anya basabasa
from Kwaku Asante menene no eco school Takrady Technical University, but high school company. Maybe high school and no so the Oba High School. Oh yeah, Makunta. I know Sansu AM Junior. Sena like it you know. Oh yema dear. Yanka say. Oh yeah, nipe bia na no hojo pa. Opo bia sem. Abebi obehia ni bia na nanim ye sere. Nyame sumu baby obehu no. Oh yeah, very calm. Oni obia nkon oni obia ni asem bia obia penasem uskumo enti e ba ne say teacher asem ni gidigidi pa de yema de out na mesum asanso donipa odo obia na asanso buade
we ade hye ha na brebe ma kwan ama ensem a ye boaboa no se Attention TV na watwi mu ensem bi etwagu se kase no aye de besom ye de ni nyina asi na kase ensem a wote ye ebini se Ghana mampeni na adodan kwa akufu ado e de afutu sem akwama nsentwefuo nyina se ye nhwe ya no kase ye se de be ya enam so emma basabasa ye bia emma omayi mu sa enso na Accra High Court ahye se 37 asrafo aye asabia no wo muntia 1 million Ghana cedis emma abusua bia enam wo nsa so amomahwe wo modehye yekopie mu e wo special prosecutor foforo ya yi no akache wono nso se na adwuma na oba abaye no eye soronko enti Ghana fo nyai se ye de gabi ochirida kon e na fe so special prosecutor dada Ora Martina Midu edin e bata ne din ho no yekopie mu e wo kaso akakra ba na eno enya ni kasem esan se Ora na ne din e de Emmanuel Asabre won ka ati asefo asase bi ma na oyo post ni ne e na police adwuma ekuo no ene abusua nyina ekope ne krabre snete fo nso se Bosome September ye ba besim na yade on bepopa edin bi e de afri wo mu akatua enkrata mu kase mi ameje bre na ahodo nti mekenkan e de ma wo medin ene oba panya kwa makraw